Dedicate this to 10 tips and must-haves of studying. This has really benefited me and, made studying so much more fun and enjoyable, and I want to share my tips and must-haves with you. So my first must-have is a comfy t-shirt or sweater or whatever, hoodie, whatever you want to call it. This is probably one of my favorites. This is the Victoria's Secret half zip. They're just really comfy to study in and kind of make studying a little bit more, enjoyable. And then just like a comfy t-shirt is fine, with maybe some yoga pants or maybe some like pajama pants. Just, bumming it. Maybe you want to say that. Okay. The next thing would be a cute water bottle or mug. Or both. It's up to you. But for me, I love to have a really cute water bottle. And I'm not saying like, if you don't study with a water bottle, you're not going to like memorize anything. It's not about memorizing anything. It's just about making it more bearable and enjoyable. I mean, studying can be a drag. Come on, let's admit it. It's a little, So, my favorite thing to have is a really cute water bottle when you're studying. It kind of just makes studying a little bit more enjoyable. I got this baby at Target today for $14. It's a little pricey, but it's actually really cool if you just click that. And then, some water bottles you have to like yank to open. No. And I'm going to be in the respiratory therapy program in the fall. Yes, I'm a respiratory therapy major. So I'm going to be in clinicals and in the hospital, and I just figured this would be good for my clinical bag and studying, All right. Number 3, index cards. You must have index cards. You must. That's a must-have. You need index cards to study. You know what? I was never a studier. Never. In high school, I didn't open a book once. And college came and I was like, all right, Ryan, you need to study. You need to study. So, my mom was like, you need to buy some index cards. And I'm like, why should I buy index cards? They're not going to help me. Well, I was wrong. I'm telling you, I took anatomy for 2 years. My index card box, I actually have a box of used index cards. They're like this by this. Like, it's so many, there's so many index cards, I'm funny. They really do help you, and I'm telling you, it keeps you organized. And one more thing about the index cards, I'm actually going to reach over here. I went to Target today, and I actually found these boxes to put your index cards in. And I didn't have these last year. My index cards were all over my room and all over my backpack. Really unorganized that way. So I'm hoping, I got 3 of them for 3 of my classes. So I'm hoping that, because I have anatomy again next semester. So I hope okay, this will be anatomy and my other one will be like fundamentals. And, it'll keep you organized. All right, number 4. Let's see. Whiteboard. Okay. So, this was a recent... what do I want to say? I discovered this recently, okay? Last semester, things weren't sticking in my head, and I was getting very frustrated. I was in microbiology, things were not sticking, and I discovered the whiteboard. Now, the whiteboard is, to me, makes you feel like the teacher. Makes you feel like you're teaching somebody, which is a really, really great study tool. That's another thing. Make believe you're studying, make believe you're testing somebody, make believe that you're teaching a class, and write everything out. Even, it has hooks back here. It has like a hook. Even if you want to put it on your wall and make believe you're teaching a class, go for it. It works. I actually got 2. I got a medium one because I love these, and I got a large one. The large one I really, really, really like if I need to write out details or draw pictures. Like this is nice because if you're just lying in bed and you just want to, jot notes down or whatever, it's just handy because it's tiny enough. This one, it's kind of hard to lay in bed. But this is great for, like I said, pictures or graphs or diaphragm, whatever. So, that's a definite must-have. Okay, my number 5 will be favorite pen/favorite notebook or cute notebook. You know what? I don't actually, this time around, don't have a favorite notebook, but last semester I did. I had a notebook that was so unbelievably cute. Like, I loved it so much. I took all my notes in it. not at school. When I got home and I was studying, I took like all my notes in it and just like draw pictures or whatever. It made studying so much more fun because now, okay, let's put it all together. Now you had your cute water bottle, you had your cute notebook, you had your comfy, zip up over here. It made studying more bearable. It was just, also get yourself a candle. Get yourself a nice smelling candle. This one is Merry Mango by Bath & Body Works. It'll, it makes the room smell nice and you just don't mind studying in your room. But anyway, so that was number 5. Okay, now we're going to go on to tips. These are my tips to you. And if you see me looking down, guys, it's because I have the paper of all, because there's 10 of them, so it's hard to remember. So, all right, number one tip, no distractions. Put your phone away. Put your phone in the drawer. Don't look at it for an hour or whatever. Your phone, to me, your phone or a phone is so distracting, it's not even funny. And because I find myself like, I'm deep into reading and I'm like understanding what I'm reading. All of a sudden, like, my phone will vibrate and I'll check it and I'm like, oh yeah, let me text her about plans tomorrow. Or, if you're thinking about checking Instagram or Twitter or whatever, shut the phone off. Shut the phone off, put it in your drawer, check it every, 10 minutes. No, not every 10 minutes. If you're studying for an hour, take like a 10-minute break, check your phone, then shut it off, study for another half hour or whatever. But put your phone away, okay? That was number 1 tip. Number 2 tip, must have the right mindset. You must have the right mindset to study. If you're in your room or wherever you are, and if you're thinking about what you're going to have for dinner or what you did yesterday or the next Victoria's Secret sale, when the next Victoria's Secret sale is or when the next like American Eagle, free jeans are or whatever. That did not make sense, but you guys know what I mean. If you're thinking about other things, don't do that. If you find yourself, thinking about, what you're going to do next weekend or what you have to do later, just take a 5-minute break, collect yourself, think about whatever, and really just focus on your work. Just block everything else out. You should only be focusing on your work, and that's it. So, when you're reading, you should only be, if you're reading on the brain, you should be only focusing on the brain. Like I said, not about the next Victoria's Secret sale. You should be just focusing on the brain. You can think about the sale later. So, that's my number 2 tip, okay? My number 3 tip is location. The location of studying. Where are you going to study? Your room, outside, library, Starbucks. You know what? My room is usually where I go. I do like to study outside in my backyard, though. I mean, of course not like in the winter, but in the spring and the summer, I do love to study outside. I bring my whiteboard. Outside. I bring, my index cards. I'll bring, my cute little water bottle, stay hydrated, and it's really cute. I'll bring all those outside, and I'll study, and I'll read my textbook or whatever I have to do. It's enjoyable. It's not like study sucks or whatever. Make it pleasant. Whatever. Especially for me, this is going to be my career. I want to have a different mindset of studying. Okay. Number 3? Number 4. Okay. Make like you're teaching someone. So I said this before with the whiteboard. Make believe you're teaching somebody. If you're able to, describe the work and tell them what's going on and this and that, and you're able to, say it back to them, you pretty much understand it. And that really helps me. Even, if you want to call your mom into the room and just say, Mom, can I just, I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but can I just, tell you what I just learned? And, just go on and on of what you just read to her, even though she doesn't know what you're talking about, but just to get it out in the open, Number 5, this is the last one. Take breaks. This is so important, and I'm guilty of this. I'm a studier where I'll study 3 hours straight, and I won't stop. And it's really bad. It is really bad. Don't do that. You need breaks. Even if you study an hour and you take like a 10 or 15-minute break just to, get a snack or check your phone or, refill your water bottle or refill your tea or whatever, you need that break. Your mind won't absorb stuff for 3 hours. You need that time. Plus, study before bed. If you study before bed, I promise you, things will stick so much more easily. It's not even funny. I discovered this, I think, like 2 semesters ago. I had a test, and I was like, I was busy all day. I had to work all day, and I was like, all right, let me study before bed. You know, it can't hurt. I studied before bed. I woke up. I had a quiz the next morning. I got 100 on my quiz. Like, it's just amazing. It's a really amazing, you know, study in the morning also before the quiz, but I'm telling you, things I remembered, and you actually find yourself saying them, like, while you're sleeping, you're like, all right, that's that, and that's that, and that's that, and that goes with that, and that goes with that. So, it's actually really helpful. But guys, that is it. Those are my tips for you, and I hope that I really, you know, helped you prepare for the upcoming 2014 semester, if you're in high school or college or wherever. But that's all I have to share, and you know, I hope to be making more YouTube videos because I really want to get into it. But you know, if I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.